Hello everyone, I'm Paul McGuire Grimes. The big 4th of July tentpole movie won't be opening in theaters this year, but is a new Amazon Prime film with Chris Pratt. The Tomorrow War premieres on Amazon July 2nd, and I want to talk about it. This is Paul's trip to the movies. Now, early on, we hear Chris Pratt's character, Dan Forrester, proclaim that he's meant to do something special after learning that he's rejected for a new job. He's a high school teacher, but wants something more in life. What comes next is something that he could never have imagined. Soldiers from the future show up in the middle of a World Cup soccer game. They're sent with a message that a big war is coming that will wipe everyone out. Dan is drafted for the war, but told that he will die within the next 7 years. It's up to him and other soldiers to battle a vicious alien species in order to save the future. The film also stars Yvonne Strahovski, Sam Richardson, and J.K. Simmons as Dan's estranged father. The Tomorrow War comes from director Chris McKay, who also made the Lego Batman movie. The script, by Zach Dean, clearly draws inspiration from The Terminator combined with Independence Day. And I could hear that being the pitch of the movie to the studio. You know, it has that apocalyptic feel of the July 4th summer blockbuster movies that I grew up on. There's that heightened feeling very early on in the story, and it's also heard in Lauren Balfe's score. We get a quick bit of exposition setting up the Chris Pratt character, and then it's full throttle 15 minutes into the movie. Pratt gets to tap into his sarcastic side here, that we love from him, but that essentially drops off once he's in motion killing this alien species. The first big battle felt too rushed and too abrupt, racing through at 100 miles an hour. The stakes felt too high this early on in the story, which then, led me to question, where is this going to go for the next 2 hours and 18 minutes of its runtime? There's a video game quality to it, where we see the team running, and then they're fighting, and then they're running, and then they're fighting again, as they remember we are food and they are hungry. As you can tell, the script has some cheesy one-liners in the grand tradition that this movie is inspired by. But what's rather unfortunate is that those movies, like Alien, Independence Day, and The Terminator, come with some practical special effects, making it a tad bit more tangible and effectively scary. And while the alien species in the Tomorrow War come with tentacles and spikes, there's something missing from an all CGI alien army. Now, with the whole angle of Dan Forrester heading into the future, there comes those twists and turns that has Dan re-examining and recommitting himself to family relationships. But by that point, I didn't care enough, as I didn't think that the film warranted those emotional ties. This is a really tricky film for Chris Pratt, as he's both a star and executive producer. He's no stranger to movies like this, but he seems to almost coast through it, playing too hard into that rugged action hero type. He felt void of the personality that we usually see in his performances. Now, I can see a pre-teen crowd loving the action and the aliens in the Tomorrow War, but even they may get bored with the runtime. I'm giving the Tomorrow War 1.5 out of 5 ticket stubs. If you like my review today, click subscribe on my YouTube channel. I got to interview Chris Pratt, Yvonne Strahovski, and Sam Richardson, so you'll definitely want to check out those interviews. I had a really good conversation with them. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Paul's Movie Trip, and then go to my website, paulstriptothemovies.com, for even more reviews. Thank you so much for watching my review of The Tomorrow War. This is Paul's Trip to the Movies.